Out of the last 2 years, been deployed for about 18 months, so really looking forward to getting there.
There's a BX and there's a cafeteria where they can have something to eat.
Here at the airport, I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
Drink some coffee, try to stay awake.
From the Pentagon Channel, this is Target Health. The Air Force is changing the tests it used to determine an airman's fitness. Updates include a change in how body composition is measured. A new table for the running portion of the test takes into account the runner's elevation. And there's a change in the number of days an airman must wait before retesting after having scored in the marginal category. That's Target Health.
Your military ID and other identification documents are highly valuable items. They can give you privileges and access to many restricted areas. For those exact same reasons, that's why they're so valuable to terrorists.
In 1801, former Secretary of State John Marshall was appointed Chief Justice of the Supreme Court by outgoing President John Adams. Having defeated Adams by a narrow margin, Thomas Jefferson became the first president inaugurated in Washington, D.C. One of the first issues he had to contend with was the Barbary pirates. Payments to safeguard American ships had become excessive, so Jefferson refused to pay and sent the U.S. Navy to blockade Tripoli and keep the waters of the Mediterranean safe for Americans. That same year, the city of Philadelphia installed a system of aqueducts powered by a steam engine. This miracle of technology delivered fresh water to the growing city. On another scientific front, a complete mastodon skeleton was unearthed in upstate New York. At last, scientists had an idea of what the prehistoric animal might have looked like. This was America in 1801.
During America's Civil War, two Confederate coastal fortifications, Fort Hatteras and Fort Clark, guarded Hatteras Inlet, North Carolina. This presented a serious challenge to the Union Navy as they tried to enforce a blockade against the rebel states. Union Flag Officer Silas Stringham was charged with the task of eliminating the enemy guns. Conventional naval strategy of the time was to drop anchor when firing at a land-based enemy. But Stringham took a different and bold approach. He ordered his ships to steam in a wide circle, with each vessel firing as it came around. This made his ships more difficult to hit from the shore. With this new strategy, Stringham was able to successfully complete his mission. American military strategy, meeting the challenge with ingenuity.